Doc is known for his many creations. This here is a picnic table that's powered by a Harley Davidson V-twin motor. And if you take a look here, we've got a bunch of bells and whistles on this thing. And a couple of police sirens. Whistles. It even has Yogi Bear hanging out with a turtle and a creepy doll head, but definitely ingenuous. One of Doc's many cool creations. Check out this really super cool old meat smoker Doc came up with. Who wants to have a pig roast? Doc created this steam locomotive using an actual Fuller Johnson hit and miss engine, along with a number of authentic Harley Davidson parts. Hey Sightseers, today we're checking out what is probably one of the coolest, if not most unusual and unique Harley Davidson dealerships in America. Known as Doc's Harley Davidson, this place has a bunch of surprises I just can't wait to share with you. So come on, let's go check this place out. One of the things that makes Doc's Harley Davidson so unique is that it has a small zoo on site. Over here you got your alligators. Over here we have an African gray parrot. About 75% of the animals here are actually donated from people who, for whatever reason, decide that they no longer want to keep the animals. I read a book about African gray parrots, and they are very smart birds. And I've always had an admiration for those parrots. And then over here we have some lizards. I'm not even going to pretend like I know what kind of lizard that is, but it's either the plated lizard or bearded dragon. These motorcycles were in a fire and Doc found a way to recycle them. Every year Doc's Harley Davidson has a party, and each party has a theme, and to go along with the theme, Doc usually constructs something. Back here we've got a Viking ship because one year the theme was Vikings.
want to be friends, huh?
You could be a YouTube star. Not like you're getting that close to them.
Come here, baby girl.
Okay. Oh, look.
You can feed her one if you want.
Oh, can I?
Absolutely.
Hi.
So just hand it to her and she'll take it from you.
Oh, look.
Not that long ago. Doc was in a little bar in Bondwell one night and stood up and went, "Does anybody know where I can get a camel?" And somebody else in a little bar in Bondwell stood up and went, "I know a guy who has a pregnant camel." And he got in contact with that guy, and his camel gave birth to Zephyra.
Oh, wow.
4 days later, and 4 days after that, we brought Zephyra here, and Doc Bottle raised her. She lived in the motorcycle shop in a crate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so
I think she knows it's time.
I don't know how, what are the odds of that happening in a little bar in Bondwell, but that's how we got Zephyra.
Oh, neat. I'm kind of tired too. I could take a nap. I wonder if they'll let me snuggle up with them. Is this YouTube friendly? Of course, you don't want to forget when you come on down to take a look at their selection of both used and new Harley Davidsons. I think this should be my next bike. What do you think? Vroom, vroom, vroom. And if the zoo and the other outdoor attractions weren't enough, there's a museum on site as well. Everything in this collection is owned by Doc. He shares his personal private collection with everybody here so they can get enjoyment out of it as much as he does. Check out these Hemikudas over here of Doc's. The pair together, are valued at $1.85 million. Unbelievable. If you watched my video where I was at the Iowa Car Show, some of you might recognize this model or make. Wow, I can't believe Doc's collection. It is fabulous. Think Roscoe Pico train is gonna catch up with the old Duke boys? The last time I was out here was probably 17 years ago. Wouldn't it be something if I happened to show up in one of these pictures? Looks like a lot of fun at these parties. Crazy times. This here is Doc. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to join us today as he's not here. But this is the infamous Doc, responsible for all the cool stuff here. And for anyone who enjoys antiques, there's also an antique mall here on site. I'm ready to ride. Darn it, and I wanted to play with the toys. Who would have thought that Rhinelander would be brewing their own beer? But apparently they were. This must be why I didn't do so well the first time I went to college. This place is like never ending. We've got another museum here. Check that out. Better look up or you might miss some stuff. Of course, if you're hungry, you can always catch a bite to eat at Doc's restaurant, but I'll spare you those gory details. It says fragile.